Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Sandal College Voice Section Online Class 7. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Here is Akhtar Saeed with another lecture, lecture number 21, Unit 1, Text 2. No is the name of this unit. Open your books at page 17. There is a good news, students. Today you will not have any homework for writing in the notebooks. Today's lecture is all book work. We'll start with part C. Part C is learning about language. We'll discuss pronouns. Actually, we discussed pronouns in the previous lecture. What are personal pronouns? And we drew a timetable showing singular and plural pronoun and different cases of pronouns. I would like to advise you to read that once again. Once again, I tell you the definition. A pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun. Let's see an example. Aslam is a very good boy. He lives near my house. Aslam is a subject here, and he is the word that has been used in place of Aslam. So he is a pronoun here. Let's go a step ahead. Can you tell me whether he is a singular pronoun or plural pronoun? It is a singular pronoun. Now tell me whether he in this sentence has been used as a subject or an object. It has been used as a subject. Let's see another example. The rich man helped them. Can you tell me what is a pronoun here? Yes, them is a pronoun here. Now tell me whether them is a singular pronoun or plural pronoun. Yes, it is a plural pronoun as them refers to more than one. Can you tell me now whether them has been used here as a subject or an object? It has been used as an object. Dear students, normally the pronouns which are used in the beginning of the sentences are called subject, and the ones which are used in the end of the sentences are called normally object. Now we move towards the question that is based on this example. Question number 2. Question number 2 is underline the pronouns and say whether they are used as subjects or objects. Second portion is and whether they are singular or plural, the way we have just discussed in the previous slide. Here comes the question. First of all, example, he selected the workers. Now he is a singular pronoun here and he has been used as a subject. Now the sentence A, they wanted to help the villagers. Can you guess what is a pronoun here? Yes, they is a pronoun here. Dear students, you will underline this pronoun they. Now tell me, as an example or we have discussed in the previous slide, whether they is a singular or a plural pronoun, and whether it has been used here as a subject or an object. Dear students, they is a plural pronoun and it has been used here as a subject, as they is the doer of the action. They wanted to help. They are doing something. They are not receiving. If they are receiving, then they are object. Here they are subject. B. Asam said he would give them some wood. Can you tell me what is a pronoun here? Yes, he is a pronoun here. He is a singular pronoun and it has been used as a subject. There is another pronoun here. Guess what is that? Yes, them. You will underline it. Them. Them, as we have discussed in the previous slide, them is a plural pronoun and it has been used as an object here. C. David's sister came with us. Can you tell me what is a pronoun here? David's sister? No. Us. Us is a pronoun here and you will underline this word us, pronoun. Us is a plural pronoun as it refers to more than one. The singular of us is me and it has been used here as an object. D. She asked Ahmad to contact me. What is the pronoun here? Yes, she is a pronoun here and you will underline it. There is another pronoun that is me. First of all, we'll discuss she. She is a singular pronoun. As it is in the beginning of the sentence, it is subject. Me is at the end of the sentence, it is object, and me is singular. Then E. I have never met the Prime Minister. By the way, I tell you, I myself have not met any Prime Minister in my life. You might have met any Prime Minister. Now, tell me what is a pronoun here. I is a pronoun here. Underline it. Then I is a singular pronoun. I is in the beginning and it is a subject here. You may say I is the subjective case of first person pronoun. Now F, this is the smallest of the sentences among all these sentences. Do you know him? This is the smallest, but here are two pronouns, you and him. You is a singular or plural. You is a pronoun that can be used as singular as well as a plural. It has been used as a subject. I missed it here. You is a subject. Now him. Him is a singular pronoun and it has been used here as an object. G. I wonder where she has put the basket. I wonder where she has put the basket. There are two pronouns, I and she. First of all, we'll discuss I. I, as we have already discussed here, it is singular and subject. Now she, it is very interesting. Whether she is an object here because there is already a subject. Is it a subject or an object? Guess. She is a singular pronoun and she has also been used here as a subject. There can be two subjects in a sentence. I told you that subject is the doer of the action. I is the doer of the action because I wonder. I is doing something and she is also the doer of action as she has put the basket. She is also doing something. So she and I both are subjects. And by chance they both are singular as well. H. It was under the chair a minute ago. What is the object here? It. It is a singular pronoun and it has been used as a subject. I hope you might have understood. Read it once again and write all what we have written here. Next question is very interesting, dear students. Part D, listening and speaking. You will first listen to me and then you will speak the way I speak. Question number 1 of part D. Read the following words aloud. Be careful to stress the correct syllable in each word. Dear students, here come the words. I tell you, there is not even a single word in English language that has no stress. Even we say ABC, even they have stress. We normally say A. It is not actually A. It is A, B, C. There is a stress pattern here. Now these are the words. You first say yourself, then listen to me very carefully and say it aloud after me. What is this word? Indications? No, it is not indications. It is actually indications. Say it with me. Indications. Once again, indications. Then what is this word? I have listened to many boys pronouncing this word as recognition. It is not recognition. It is actually recognition. I have written the words which have stress in capital letters. So the stress is on NI. Recognition. 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 Say it with me. Recognition. What is this word? It is familiar. Familiar. Stress is on MIL. Say it with me. Familiar. Familiar. A difficult word. Certain students pronounce it as courtesies. Actually, it is courtesies. Stress is on COUR. Courtesies. And R is not pronounced. Courtesies. Courtesies. Next is, what is this word? Say it yourself. Say it. Locomotion. No. It is actually locomotion. Locomotion. Say it with me. Locomotion. Once again, locomotion. Next is a rather easy word, notion. Notion. Next is a rather lengthy word, cheerfulness. Stress is on cheer. R will not be pronounced here, I tell you. Cheer. Cheerfulness. Cheerfulness. Certain students stress here, stressful, cheerfulness. No. Cheerfulness. Cheerfulness. What is this word? We say it as afternoon. It is not afternoon. It is actually afternoon. 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 Next is, what is this word? Say it first yourself and then listen to me very carefully, dear students. This word, how I pronounce, then follow me. It is gentility. Gentility. Stress is on TIL. And listen to me very carefully. Certain words which end in ITY, we pronounce them as gentility. It is not ET. It is pronounced as we pronounce ago. We pronounce A with small vowel sound. Ago. Ago. A T, not ET. Now, say it after me. Gentility. Gentility. Stress is on TIL. And I tell you once again, it is not pronounced as it. It is pronounced as a T. Gentility. Gentility. The next word is like this one, nobility. Not nobility. It is actually a T. And stress is on BIL. Nobility. Nobility. Once again, say it with me. Nobility. Nobility. Your favorite word. Certain students pronounce it as butterflies. Dear students, what is this? Actually, it is butterflies. Stress is on BUT. Butterflies. Say it with me. Butterflies. Once again. Butterflies. Once again. Butterflies. Yes, very good. Now the last. Here are two stressed syllables. N and wam. It is November. Once again, say it with me. November. November. Stress is on N and then VEM. November. Once again, November. I hope you might have enjoyed today's lecture. Say these words aloud at least 5 times, dear students, and then the previous question, if there is any missing answer, write it in your textbooks. Read it once again, and I would advise you, in the previous lecture we drew the timetable of pronouns. Read that timetable, table of pronouns once again. If you find any problem, if you find any question, you may contact me in the feedback group. Thank you very much.